Okay, you lead.
I just need to swallow. Salut, salut. J'espère que vous allez bien. Je vous retrouve aujourd'hui avec deux invités de marque. Nous avons ici Farah et Jen, donc qui ont toutes les deux des chaînes YouTube que je vous linkerai dans la barre d'infos.
Merci.
Mais je t'en prie. Et donc Farah et Jen sont expatriées. Jen vient des États-Unis.
Yes.
And you come from
Thaïlande.
Donc elle vient de Thaïlande. Et je me suis dit que ce serait intéressant de faire une petite discussion parce que comme beaucoup d'entre vous le savent, je n'apprécie pas énormément Paris, ville dans laquelle je vis depuis un petit moment. Et elles ont choisi d'y vivre et donc du coup je me demande pourquoi. Donc on va faire cette interview en anglais, mais vous inquiétez pas, vous aurez les sous-titres comme d'habitude pour vous aider à comprendre. Et puis bah, let's get started.
Yeah.
Yes. So first, tell us how long have you been here?
Okay, I'll start. So I've been here 10 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been here a year and a half now.
Okay, and why did you move in the first place?
Woo.
Okay, so just to make it a little concise, I used to be married for 5 years and it was something that I wanted to do but I felt like I couldn't do when I was in that marriage. So I have been divorced for a couple of years now and it just was something that I wanted to prove to myself and give to myself a new experience. So it's a very personal thing to me.
So for me, it's a little different. I actually have a half French son. So my reasons for moving here, I always wanted to move in Europe, but I didn't know where. And when I met my ex-boyfriend, and then we had a baby together, and we decided to raise him in Paris as opposed to Bangkok, and that's why I'm here.
Okay, so two different backstories,
Really?
and two different experiences in the way of moving. So, okay, I'm going to dip into it. Why do you like Paris?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, as an American with like the political climate in the United States, to me it seems like a better space for me right now. And it also has been culturally a little bit better for me because there's this balance of work and life here in France that I don't think that the United States has. So for me, I've been enjoying my life a little bit more. There's a better quality of life as compared to Los Angeles and New York where I've been living. So for me, it's just a step up, I think. Yeah,
I share the same opinion as Jen, but for a different reason. Because from Thailand is wonderful if you know it, is for holiday and everything, but it's actually a third world country, and while they are building their economy, their bureaucracy, it's not there yet. Like it's not the same as the States and Europe. So moving from a third world country to a first world country, there's a lot of benefits I see. There's a lot of, it's just the quality of life is like it's a step up.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I just have to say that. So
And the comments are like,
no hate, please. No, but it's really so for me it's not even just Paris, but it's just the fact that I'm in a place where there's more benefits for me and my children, and as a mother, being a mother of a French child, I get so many benefits here, whereas in Thailand I was also a mother of a Thai, like my son is Thai, but we don't have any benefits, so there's just a lot of differences.
Yeah, I think you make different choices if you have children. It's not the same.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big part for me. Why I like it here in Paris.
yeah.
So, what was your idea of Paris before moving in, or before going in?
This is funny. This is funny.
You know, we get our impression of Paris from movies and films, just what the city's supposed to be like. And this is an idea, it's not reality at all. I think that doesn't exist, this picture perfect kind of fantasy of Paris where everyone's in love and there's like roses on the streets and croissants
And in
on the streets.
every hotel you have the Eiffel Tower.
Exactly. Yes, the city of light and love. No, that's not true. But I still love it anyways because it's given me like it still gives me some inspiration. It still really, really stimulates me in the sense of like the culture is completely different. The architecture is gorgeous. Like there's this culture of being outside.
Okay. Okay. The architecture is okay.
You have to give it that. Yeah.
The culture of being in a beautiful park, a beautiful garden, like by the river, by the canal, like to me that's completely different, and it gives me it makes me so happy to just go outside and get the beautiful sunlight when the spring comes out, like right now. I'm happy. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, I get a lot of inspiration from the city as well. And that's another reason why I love Paris, is because in Thailand, well, it's like when you grow up in a place all your life, everything seems the same. It starts to become boring, it starts to become like uniform, and then when you go into a new place, there's like a sparkly, like magic thing about it. And Paris is, like you said, it's not like in the movies, but there's still a lot of magic here for me.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like inspiration here. I work in fashion, so I get a lot of inspiration just looking at people in the streets, even though they're not dressing like crazy, except if you're in Les Marais, we're talking about that.
Yeah.
But even just the way people put their outfits together, it's so much nicer than where I'm from, that it's just really a nice environment for me to be in.
Totally. Okay. It keeps us creative.
It keeps us creatively going.
Especially when you work in the fashion or art field. Like I'm a photographer, and there's always something that like captures my interest.
Yeah.
I can always take a photo in Paris. It never fails me in that way. So
Yeah.
it's really important for what I do.
Like a bit of disclaimer for real Parisian, I'm not a real Parisian. I don't live inside Paris, I live outside, like 20 minutes outside it. And I love that, really. I go inside of Paris to work every day, and I don't feel welcome every time I go there. I look at people and I see they're like quite close, like nobody talks to each other. If I, who is a French girl living around, don't feel welcome, how could you feel well? You see, that's one of my questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I think for me, it's my personality. So it's like for you, you want to approach strangers and feel like you can connect with just someone. For me, it's my personality is like, I feel like I'm more selective about who I want to talk to. I'm really selective, and I think that's like, so I'm okay with like not being able to approach someone. It doesn't feel weird for me. It doesn't really matter.
To me, I don't want people to talk to me. So I know I'm
like,
where I need to be. I'm at peace with that.
So our personality kind of matches the Parisian atmosphere.
Bitter, cynical,
oh god,
hates everything. No. We are lucky because we are expats, so we do have people that kind of want to get our perspective and do want to talk to us. But there are always other expats. Like I don't get to connect with French people like that often. Like I do have my coworkers that I love, but as far as meeting like French people, that's very hard, and that's the sense where I feel like I don't belong if I'm at a French party. So I'm still working on that. I hope that gets better.
Okay. It will, don't worry. Okay, well, next subject, you made me laugh earlier because you talk about like poop dog on the street. And I was I really feel this city is dirty. I mean, people doesn't take care of it. And for me, it kind of ruins the atmosphere. I mean, you can be in this beautiful area in a great park or everything, and you want to sit and there's like poop or like an old trash or something. I know that's not really classy, but it is. If you come to Paris, you'll see it's there. I mean,
absolutely true.
Does it like affect your
all right, again, back to it's very like where I'm from, it's dirty compared to Paris.
Okay.
Yeah.
People say Paris is polluted. You have not been to Bangkok. Okay, that's like pollution is what we breathe. I got asthma for a little part of my life.
Okay.
Just living there because of the smog and the smoke, and add to that the humidity, because we're from the tropics and it's very humid. So I could not breathe. Like I needed you know, and so. This is why it's perspective. So I come from a place which is much more filthy. Sorry, Bangkokian, but I'm just saying, like, it's true. And it's so coming to Paris, I don't notice that. Again, it's like
Yeah, I'm comparing it to New York as well. It's such a filthy city. Like it's gorgeous. Like the idea is great, but the execution is just it could be cleaner. Like in the summer, it smells like hot like sewage. Like it's just like it's real.
Yeah, in Bangkok it smells like hot sewage too.
But that doesn't mean we don't love the city. It doesn't. It takes away in the sense that things could be better,
of course,
but it doesn't really like ruin the whole city because of it.
Experience.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about like the subject of racism. So maybe you didn't experiment here as much as you may have, but maybe that's my préjugé, my thinking
against me, or just have I seen things?
But no, both actually. Because did you experiment some things here?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, good for you.
Yeah, good for. I've heard. Before coming here, I actually have like a Parisian friend back home. Like she's very close to me, and she was just advising me just like to be careful of because it's like she said that Paris is very racist, France is very racist, but as for me experiencing it, I have not yet, because there again it's like I have an underlying experience of racism back in Thailand, and it's a long story, but basically there is a lot of racism where I come from, and I was the one, like I'm a minority and I'm like a focal point over there. So being in like a big city with a lot of population, and I'm not a minority here, so I blend in.
Quick disclaimer, I don't say that all French and all Parisian are racist. That's not that I wanted to say, but it's true that we have like
there's
a separation, a reputation, and we have the tendency to separate, as we said earlier, like Asian people, African people, Arabic people, and this is not melting.
There's not a melting pot.
Right. Yeah.
I think for me, I haven't experienced anything that was really like memorable. I have a Latina background here. I think people just don't know. Like it's not something that's there's no Latino community here as there is in LA or New York. So I haven't gotten anything super personal, but I have seen other people be in situations that are pretty shocking, actually. Like on a metro, like I've seen blatant, like overt racism against Asian people, and I've tried to be in the middle of it and be like, yo, like why are you like making fun of this like kid? And I've like stopped him, and he like tried to like come at me and like tell me to fuck off, and I was like, excuse me? Like the LA came out real quick.
You can get the LA out of the girl.
Exactly. You can take the girl out. But, no, but you don't. To me, that was very shocking, and I think we as Americans, like, there is one side that can be against everyone, and the other side unites. And I feel like we stand up for people when we need to, and I feel like that has been lacking here in France.
Yeah, you have like this big sense of community.
Absolutely.
And you're like even in the town, like people know each other. And they like stuff together.
Here too, but I feel like when it comes to people helping out other people, I don't see that. Like, like who's gonna defend the woman that's going to maybe be harassed, you know?
But what I love here is that I've met people like who are not from the same place, like Jen and Marine, and you're French and you're American, and we can bond and we can help each other, and it's like like the expat
Yeah.
community here is.
Except that I'm not an expat.
She's an honorary expat.
Yeah. I guess we can say that.
Yeah.
But that's funny because like talking about this, I feel like you two feel more home here than I
Yeah.
do. I
Yeah.
don't think that
I do.
I don't feel like I belong here.
But I understand
I
that
understand
I
that
didn't
too.
feel that in Los Angeles.
Okay.
It never felt like home. New York never did.
Sometimes where you're born or where you are
Yeah.
raised, it doesn't mean that that has to be your home. And I
Yeah.
think like it's a big lesson. And maybe with this video,
Yeah.
the underlying principle is that like home doesn't have to be where you're born. It can
Yeah.
be where you choose to live. And that's why
Amen
we
to that.
and that's why we choose to live in a place which
Yeah.
resonates with us.
Yeah. Especially because for me, life didn't take me here. I brought myself here. It was like a conscious choice. So this is where I want to be. This is home.
And the weird thing is, it seems like life took me here, but I've always loved France since I was a little girl.
Yeah.
I've been obsessed with the idea of France, and then when I got older, I just happened to have a French boyfriend who I had a baby with.
I'm just gonna.
It's crazy.
Wow.
But it's like I've been manifesting my life here, I feel like,
Yeah.
for a long time, and it's super like that's why I'm grateful to be here, because I've always wanted something like this.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's really cool to know because I can be a little cynical about Paris.
Yeah.
Not about
But we
France.
get it. We
No,
get
we
it.
get it.
Not with France in general because I'm proud to be French and
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
our culture, our food, our wine,
Yeah.
our history, our way of life, and we have like those amazing places here. So I don't hate France really, but I know I can be a real bit cynical about Paris, and it's nice to know that people who are from out of here and with completely different backgrounds can feel home here. It's kind of heartwarming, really. Because
That's nice.
I kind of see myself like a Parisian still, and if you feel that, it means like a part of us do our job as human beings. So, that's kind of cool to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we had a lot of subjects.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate to say in the comments what you think of Paris.
Be kind.
Please, no hate.
To share your experiences, because in the end it's like all about
experience.
We don't have the same ones, we don't have the same backgrounds, and it's really interesting to see how other people feel about the city you live and you don't like or anything. And maybe you get me to like Paris a bit better. A bit more. Yay! So, and definitely go check on these two girls' channel. So as I said, I would link there down below. And I hope you enjoyed, and I see you very soon in the next video.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.